Welcome back to the Reggies podcast. You're here with three blokes who could have been anything but decide to have fun instead. Footy, cricket, motorsport, 30th vlogs, it's all happening here at the Reggies. Boys, before we get into it, look, we couldn't do it without our sponsorship group, eh? We couldn't do it without the Standard Squeeze, CTC, and of course the true Blue Aussie bookie, Bluebet. You know who else we couldn't do this without, fellas, and that's our team of fucking degenerate Reggies. Quinn the Chin, turning up and producing the show for us twice a week, plus editing the YouTube. BT, our editing expert. Not sure if you noticed that there was fuck all echo in last week's sports episode. Can tell you now there definitely was an echo before BT got a hold of it. Gilly's on the clips. Absolutely sent social media into a frenzy last Thursday after Origin.
Didn't he?
Would have heard him too, making that Liam Martin clip, being a dad kiss for himself. Noah Cottrell of Peak Productions for putting together sensational vlogs. And last but certainly not least, you can help me thank these people, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be a Reggie's podcast. And that is our listeners, boys. Every time I say it, I fucking mean it. If they didn't press play, then this wouldn't be possible.
Fucking oath. Cheers, legends. Good shit.
Great spiel,
Well
mate.
done.
Let's
Great
get into
spiel.
it. Lowry's 30th on the weekend.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. Everyone dressed up. You were a cheerleader and you definitely got into shape, especially in the leg region.
Wow. Yeah, I had a look at some photos, and I think with the 20 kilos I've lost 5 kilos somehow out of the legs.
Each leg.
Yeah. Oh, lucky legs. Like I snap and go up me doot. But anyway, that
It
was
was funny.
That was a fucking laugh. Yeah, the theme with C, there was cheerleaders, cricketers, there was an inflatable cock,
A lot of cowgirls.
cowgirls, Chuck Norris.
Someone
was
came
wearing-
as a cow. Like
Yes.
a girl
Wow.
had like a, what do you call those jumpsuity things?
I was going to ask if
Onesie,
she was
and
a
it was-
cow, but I didn't want to ask a woman that I wasn't really good
She was
mates
obviously
with.
a
Are
cow.
you a
It was-
cow?
It was like black and white patch.
Like, it was like a onesie or something.
Nah, I don't know. Two-piece thing with the pants and the little shirt. You know, they all wear.
Yep.
And yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking, that was good thinking.
That was good. It was fucking cold, wasn't it?
It was pretty cold, but we had a heap of fires going, so it
Yeah.
was all good.
That's right.
But yeah,
Got into his bobcat work middle of the night, pushing that heap into the fire. That was great
Yeah.
stuff.
Any
It was-
more burnouts in the shed?
Nah, no burnouts in the
okay,
shed.
that's good to
Everyone,
hear.
no one got smoked out.
Good to hear.
And no, definitely did not use unleaded as the main source of fire starting.
Didn't? Okay, good to hear.
Nah.
Yep.
It was all good. It was, wet the rags, throw the rag on, all good. And then an hour later, she was just throwing it on from
Straight
about
raw
5
dogging it.
metres away.
That's always
Awesome.
good.
Reggie's, the vlog from our trip down to the coast to buy a racehorse is pretty much complete, and it's fucking awesome. As mentioned at the top, Noah or Peak Productions, he's done a ripper job, and in quick time too. It's only been a week, or not even. What's that been, like 5 or 6 days?
Yeah, he's
5
been
days.
flat, Bicky, hasn't he?
Turnaround time's awesome, but we want to release the vlog and the podcast episode that we did with Cam from Pulse Racing Thoroughbreds pretty close to when the shares are going to go live. So we're sorting that out as we speak. Everything will be fully explained, as in what the share price breakdown is, insurances, training fees, all that stuff. So we're going to set like a bit of a schedule. We'll release the vlog, do the podcast episode, or like release the podcast episode, and then bang, a couple of days later, the shares will go live.
Yep.
And we can get our ownership group together and move forward from there. So that's the plan there. The vlog's done. It's awesome. But yeah, we're just ironing out this, how we're going to do these shares.
The finer
Yep.
details.
That's
yeah.
right. But just keep listening, keep looking at the socials. You won't miss it.
Fucking
Yeah.
oath.
Fuck,
The
we'll be
vlog is
straight on to it.
prime too, because it was good. I got to see it from an outside perspective, as the listeners would, not being there. And fucking Sarge is just killing it at the moment, man. He's getting better and better each time, but it was a great vlog. Very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
The anticipation and build up, because we actually got a horse this time,
Yeah.
had me on the edge of my chair, and I fucking knew we already bought the horse.
Yeah.
So it was unreal. So
Nah,
I
it'll
can't
be
wait for you
good.
to watch
It felt good. like when we were down there, you know.
Yeah, that's right. It was
felt
good.
like we had heaps of content there, and we did. So
Yeah. Another little one too, guys. The Moreya shirts are getting made as we speak. So once again, thanks for all of you legend Reggies who copped one of those, and the process has started. So as soon as we find more out about where it's up to date to, we'll let you know. But they are in the process of getting made. So thank you very much for copping one of those and allowing us to keep doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, when did the pre-sale finish? Thursday.
Yeah.
So they had Friday, and then Monday was a public holiday for you all down south. So they're into it today. Boys, the RRLC, how good is it? Last night, got home from work, had to work a fucking Monday, which I was furious about. I haven't had to do that for weeks. I'm sitting there, watched a cracking game of rugby league between the Dogs and the Eels. Game's over. They throw it up to the Clive Churchill. Yvonne, I think, was hosting. Mm-hmm. And you know how they keep talking in the studio, but they leave the camera on the field.
Yep.
And it was on Gutho, and he's there having a big sook to the referee. And I was pissing myself laughing. So I got the phone out, took a video of it, went to post it straight away, and I just went, I'll just fucking wait here because I'll let the Reggies get into their work. And I've written his name down here. Dylan Thompson putting the crying face filter on the cunt and posted it in there. It was prime, and there was another post as well.
Was that a filter?
No, sorry, yeah.
I thought it was legit.
The ref's given him a fucking touch-up too.
Giving him a good bathing.
Just said, look, if you don't agree, that's fine, but you need to be better as a captain.
Yeah, it's not how you behave, Clint, as a captain. Like giving him a dead set seeing too as he's teeing the ball up.
Like it's his kid.
Behave yourself, Clint. You're being a bit of a carry-on, mate.
Being a naughty boy.
Yeah, more to come on that game. Jared Borgero.
Yeah,
Borgero posted the PBR Origin Series results in there too. An absolute spanking given to the Blues by Queensland.
Bit of a narrative at the moment.
665.5 to 258.25. And apparently that is a more dominant scoreline than 38-10. So that's just to give you an idea of how much of a fucking hiding that is.
And just the women as well on top of that. Cracking game of footy.
In the pissing down rain, man.
Wasn't it?
Done. So long story short, New South Wales here, Queensland.
It is 1-1 in that series, though.
Yeah, but this week it has been a 3-0 humping of Queensland.
It's been a good time to be Queensland.
It has been nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and an Aussie.
It's
Aussie
always
cricket.
nice to be Queensland.
Aussie cricket spanking the Poms too. So there's a little bit of a
we're beating our rivals.
What do you call it? There's a little bit of a fine line, not a fine line, a fucking line for the Blues fans to light at the end of the tunnel because we beat the Poms on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
Sunday morning.
What a cheat!
You got something out of the week.
Silver lining.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what he was thinking of.
Oh, right. Should we just get straight into it? Because we fucking carry on every week. So let's just get straight into the NRL, eh?
Yep.
Let's do it.
This might go for a while because the Tigers, boys, we got to have a quick yarn about the Tigers. 44-0 second half against not a full-strength Penrith, but the Dragons. Lachlan Galvin, who's been a breakout star from this year, apparently wants out of the club. Rumours that in the dressing room after the game he said, I can't wait to leave. That's coming from fucking 85-year-old Buzz Rothfield
on
NRL 360. So what I can't quite work out is he's now being rested for a broken hand that he's been playing with for weeks. They had the bye before that last game. Surely he's not being rested. He's been dropped, but they're saying he's being rested. I reckon, because fucking
Well, it has to be. I don't think they want to draw any more attention to the fucking sinking hole they are.
Now they've got Appy Coruscant's playing halfback this week.
Is he?
You got Aiden Caesar playing 5'8", and I'm just going, fuck.
So who's
Benji is getting slammed for taking holidays, like when they had the bye.
Went to Fiji,
Yeah, and he's getting hammered for that, and I'm just going, fuck me. They can't do anything right.
Read something about how like Galvin wants out, and then they're saying we're not letting him go, this sort of thing, and you go, I understand you're like a junior and that, and you're bringing him up and you give him the start and he shows potential. But if there's a person in your club that literally does not want to be there, is it worth forcing them to stay?
I've always thought that you're not going to get the best out of your player if they don't want to fucking be there.
Well,
like
I get it from both sides, but it's sort
Ben
of...
Hunt of the Dogs for the last few years.
Yeah,
he's
but
wanted out for ages.
But he still fucking plays.
He's still
time.
playing good footy, but why would you want someone at your team that doesn't want to be there?
But they have... The Dragons have fixed other areas, and now Hunt is fucking stoked.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know?
They're actually playing. They're not far off the top 8 either.
They've gone... Their board has gone, hang on, we can fix other shit here, Benny. We'll just give us a chance. So... But he's 18. Imagine trying to tell an 18-year-old fucking...
Oh, man, the fact that he's 18 and he's saying that. I thought, kind of related to myself, being a first-year apprentice, if I came into work and said, fuck, I can't wait to finish my apprenticeship and just get away from you cunts, I'd go, what the fuck?
Imagine that.
Piss off.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
18. You've gotten your start this year. You've played a couple good games of footy in a really shit team. You do not have the balls to be going around.
How many
saying
are they
that.
going to... They need to fucking take a stand, though, and say no, because Moses, Tedesco, who else? There was 4 of them. Woods.
Yeah.
It was Woods, Moses, Tedesco, and there was a 4th one too that they all left at the same time, and it was like they're fucking the
It was
4.
around that 2016, 2017 time, mate.
Oh, can't quite remember
Brooksy
when.
hung
but
around for 10
Brooksy,
years.
that was the other one,
Yeah.
but he stayed.
Yeah.
But the others left. Oh, so,
It's one of
I don't
those things too, though, as you see how the media works nowadays with the Lomax situation and then him having that interview saying he's happy to play anywhere, and you go, how much does part man, part mayonnaise, fucking how much mayo has he tipped into that? Has Galvin went, fuck, I'm sick of losing, and that's been twisted into, I want to leave now?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a case of the
You know.
rugby league
But
Chinese
just
whispers.
if it is true, that's you can only go off what you read in articles.
Do you
and-
reckon Buzz signed like a 30-year contract? And
Till death.
Now they just can't get rid of him because he's signed a 30-year deal.
Yeah, who
So they
fucking
just have
knows?
to fucking shove
Every
him
time
somewhere.
he thinks of a story to put mayo on, he adds another year to his lifespan.
Oh, yeah, on that game, the Dargans v Tigers, how's Zach Lomax with a bit of confidence behind him?
Bro, didn't he get like 32 points or something?
32 points,
Broke a record.
10 from 10, kicked 10 from 10.
That's unreal,
He's
man.
got to just be soaring with confidence after, in a raped Blues side,
Yeah,
literally
played pretty well.
Losing his centre as well.
Yeah, he's
Do you just, if you're Shane Flanagan, do you just go up to him and just nudge and told you, mate?
Yeah.
Told you, mate.
And then Lomax would turn around and say, fuck off, I'm going to play for Para next year.
Yeah, who are third last.
Yes, they are.
Let's, other hand, complete other end of the spectrum here, but this club was there a couple of weeks ago. South Sydney, they've clawed their way off the bottom. I've got a little couple of stats. They no longer have the worst for and against in the comp.
Oh, good.
Only by one solitary point, but it's still no longer the shittest. They've still conceded the most points, but their points difference is now better than the Tigers.
Yep.
Things have turned at Redfern, so
Have they?
Probably not, but it has the last
This
2
week
weeks.
will be a
so-
test for them because they're taking on us.
Yeah, but fuck me, who knows what you're going to get out of Brisbane?
Yeah,
it's
that's a
down in
whole
Sydney
nother
though,
ball
isn't it?
game. Yeah, it is.
About
A
time we
cool-
played a fucking.
The only real thing that I saw that's stood out to me from that Titans Rabbitohs game was David Fafita just taking on Cody Walker.
and
What,
giving him
once?
some.
Once.
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
like
he ran
Cody
over him a
Walker,
couple times.
I think Cody Walker gave him a bit of a spray, didn't he? At one point.
Yeah.
And then David at the end when he scored that try, literally like
Yeah, I know.
pointed
He
him
carried
out
on.
and then
but
just steamrolled him and give him a fucking
He
spray.
steamrolled him once, and he steamrolled him when he scored as well. He just had that broken play, and he ran straight at him.
46,
You feel for
12.
Cody, because what the fuck are you meant to do there?
where was David the other 78
Yeah,
minutes?
that's right.
I didn't get
Anyway.
to watch that game, but I just watched the highlights.
It's the easiest comeback
Oh,
when
it's
you're
just-
lipping up in footy is look at the scoreboard.
Well, especially, yeah, fuck me. Yeah, good on you, mate. You showed up for one run.
Yeah, exactly. Where's your Queensland jersey?
I'll tell you where it hasn't turned, and that's in North Queensland. Fuck, they are terrible.
They're so shit.
Oh my god!
I don't care about the win against Roosters, eh? Like,
How
I
is
don't
that?
know. how to describe them without just saying they're shit.
I know. How do you have 5-6 Origin players?
It's weird, man.
And then you just get hammered. And they all backed up, and 5 of them are Queenslanders. Did they all back up? Might have got
I
that
don't know
wrong,
if
but
they-
most of them backed up.
Most of them would have.
And I'm
yeah.
just going, what the fuck, man? What is their average? It'd have to be over 30.
Yeah, so Val played, Dearden played.
Cotter played, I know
Cotter
that.
played.
Robson
Did not play. Nanai came off the bench. But still, like, I know we like to analyse things here and go in depth, but all I have to say about the Cowboys is they're just shit.
Oh, they are.
Like,
It's
I can't.
fucking horrible.
You got that fucking roster. Why are you so shit?
Yeah, I don't know. And that finished off a trifecta of absolute hidings too, didn't it? Well, that was the third game in a row to start the round.
that's
that
right.
was just a spanking.
Yeah,
You know what else
fucking
was the
oath.
third in a row of? Super Saturday Queensland losing.
Yeah, not good. Sharks were tough, way too good. Take nothing away from them, but the Bronx just do not know how to dig deep and get a tough, grindy win.
I know.
Just
Second half.
grind one out. I know you've got all the fucking superstars and the fucking Instagram bloody models, deadly cunts, but when the hard, tough grinding it out needs to be done,
Which is
we
what
just
Broncos
don't
have
do
always
it.
been good at. Kind of built off that platform. But, man, first half, solid. Sharks had about 4 or 5 set restarts on our line. We defended our line so well. And then another second half where we just looked horrible. And Kevy nailed it. On the, like, points don't really show it, but Kevy nailed it by saying that is the worst half of footy we played all year.
Yeah.
And I actually couldn't agree more. Every time we got the ball, we looked sloppy. So many errors. We had no impact coming off our bench. Ezra had no direction. We looked
Didn't look
really
good.
lost without Reno as always, but Walshy too.
So how do they turn around this week, you reckon, with the
Play
same
Souths.
team? Yeah.
So, I mean, the only bloke we have back is Xavier Wilson. I don't see how we get maybe a gritty win over Bunnies because the Bunnies are shit.
Yeah, hopefully,
Surely,
hopefully
though,
they're
that might
still
just
shit.
be-
Bunnies
game.
have got momentum after a couple wins. We do not.
But
Truly.
a good team, sometimes any team might be off for a fucking game. So hopefully they just get a good hiding at training and go,
Yeah.
righto, cunts.
Yeah.
So I can switch on.
It just the origin period's always really tough for the Bronx, but we've fucking been gifted 2 buys in both
right.
of the rounds where we're missing players. I just keep going back to that game we went to against the Titans. Like, that just hurt so
Yeah.
much to
If we had
lose
gone
that.
into the bye round with a win,
Yep, go in, beat them, get the bye, and then you can come out and you go, okay, we had an off one against the Sharks. You know, the boys were backing up.
the way our season has kind of panned out, we should have beaten Titans. We had the bye, which would have been 2 free points. Should have been undermanned Sharks. We could be easily top 4 right now, but no, we're sitting 8th.
Yep.
And teams like Dragons and Bulldogs are equal to us at the
How,
moment.
the Dogs, I'll give it to the Dogs.
Give them credit.
They-
Where credit's
I'm loving
due,
watching
but
them play.
it doesn't feel right being in that same caliber, does it?
Anyway,
Tristan Saylor had a bit
he
of
had
a
a
shocker.
shocker. He'll be back this week, though.
But he's played some great footy.
He's
going
gonna
to
be good.
I saw a stat, quickest ever syndesmosis turnaround, 4 weeks after surgery, and he turned around. The record was 5 weeks, and I remember 2-3 years ago, someone would do.
It's called a
syndesmosis.
sprained ankle.
yeah.
But he had actual surgery, and he only had the month
did he?
off. Yeah.
Wow.
So usually it's 8 to 12. I remember seeing like a couple of years ago with a high ankle injury, and now 1 month and he's turned it around. It's a new record.
Just quickly, I thought yesterday, straight up syndesmosis to Preston.
Yep.
But apparently he's broken it.
Yeah, that's what they were saying
He's
at the end of the
broken
game.
because he was carrying on. I was like, fuck, he must have done a real bad one. But he's, broken the cunt.
Fucking hell.
So he'd be gone.
I think sometimes, though, a clean break, if it is a clean break, can be better than the syndesmosis
True,
shit
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Those ones be real dicky. Anything with like, just sounds like it's a weird injury. Syndesmosis,
Yeah.
Liz Frank.
What's that foot?
What
Yeah, the foot
fuck?
one. Liz Frank.
How do they think of that?
The Storm and the Knights were really good in attack. Way closer game than I thought it was going to
Terrible in
be.
defense.
Fucking, I don't know, high scoring game. Would have been good to watch.
Yeah.
Now this. Wingers, looking after the wingers, boys. Lucky these two were
Yeah.
on opposite sides of the field, or I would have been investigating
Yeah.
what the fuck was going on. Because Brian too and Tommy Talau both had a hat trick before half time.
How's that?
I don't know if that's ever happened. Surely
you don't
it might
really
have
see
happened
that
once
often,
or
do you?
twice, but luckily played on opposite sides of the field. Manly's goal kicking, man, lost them the game. Like, they might have lost anyway, but they were 0 from 4. So they were on 16 points, and they'd kicked 0 from 4.
Should have been 24.
And I just reckon it was so close the whole time, it would have made all
You
the
have
difference.
more of a
If
bit
they're
of a go when you're within 4 points.
If you're within
compared
2
to
or
10.
4 or whatever,
Yeah,
and
it can
they
change
ended
the
up
game.
kicking 1 from 5, I'm just like, oh, that's
Garrick's
gonna...
usually a lot better than that as well. isn't he?
How much practice do you think the goal kickers do at that level? Like, do you think they're brought out of some training sessions to kick, or do you think that's an additive? Like, right, you got a 2-hour kicking session if you're the kicker. Like,
I reckon
don't
you
even-
probably got to do extras, don't you?
You'd think so.
sure.
Well, you'd want
Yeah.
to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you're like in the position where she's fucking game on the line, the hoot
Yeah.
is blown, you're on the corner.
Surely they'd put him there and go, you sit there and you fucking kick 100 before you leave. or
Like, it
something.
wouldn't
They
be like
were-
the old Roosters clubhouse where before and after training you go closest to the beers on the corner and nail it.
Yeah. There was obviously they were all hard kicks because Talau scored 4 tries, so the wingers scored
On the
4.
edge,
But
yeah.
fucking, that's where a guy like Cleary just comes into his own because his goal kicking is so fucking good.
Yep.
You just don't think he's ever going to miss one.
Just icy.
Oh,
Just fucking straight as an arrow and just doesn't let anything, the occasion. of
He
that
would
big
be
kick
doing
phase
extras.
him. For sure.
he'd be doing extra.
That's a bloke who loves pressure, though, as
Yeah.
well.
He's
now,
a bloke that'd annoy you at training because he goes, "What do you reckon, boys? Let's do a bit extra." And you go, "Fuck off, cunt."
Come on, boys, let's do
Maybe
a Bronco
he's,
to finish.
He might have calmed down now that he's all loved up with Fowler.
True. That hamstring. Oh, my hamstring's sore
Oh,
again.
no, I've done it again.
Yeah, fuck off to England.
The Doggies Eels, game of the round by a long way. I just wish that there was more crowds like that, eh? Because 45,000 was nowhere near sold out. But
At a core as well.
45 at a core, that atmosphere was just beaming through the
Usually
telly.
there's 44,000 less.
I know. And
Like,
I
that
just
was
like
great.
more crowds like that involving 2 rival Sydney teams.
Yep.
And fuck, man.
Obviously, the public holiday had a bit to play.
Yeah, I
there,
know, but that's what I'm saying. I wish that
was
there'd be
unreal.
more, especially on Sunday halves. And I mean, the games are all on the weekend, so it's the
Yeah.
same shit.
Monday footy was pretty fucking cool to see again.
Yeah.
Like being at, obviously it's because of the public holiday, but being at work and going, holy fuck, there's rugby league.
I got home and it was
this
kickoff.
afternoon.
It was
Yeah.
fucking ideal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be awesome, especially for those big rivalry games like that.
Yep.
Like I know they get it for like when Penrith play Paro and that out at Combank.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
normally get a good crowd and shit.
Yeah, or Roosters, Rabbitohs.
Yeah, they'll get a good
That's
one for
always a
that.
big
So
one.
it was good. I loved it, eh?
They
Fuck
the
yeah.
doggies just turn up at the moment though, eh?
Oh.
Like you got to give credit to Seraldo for what he's sort of building there and the club
sure.
itself because they just seem to want to win or show up for each other anyway.
Crichton
Dig
was
deep.
fucking unreal.
He
Yeah.
killed it.
His leadership was awesome too. They kept, like, Fox kept putting it on him when he was giving him a fucking rev up and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So it looked probably better. I'm sure all the captains do that, but
Yeah.
they were just pumping him up the whole game.
No,
And
it's good to see.
good
Like
on
for
'em.
doggies fans, even the last few years, it hasn't been the best for them. So at least they've got a bit of wind in the sails. At
There's
the
a bit of
moment.
difference there than what's happened at the Tigs anyway. Same positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Gus Gould. That's all we have to
Literally,
say.
that bloke just understands how to rebuild a club, doesn't he?
He just breathes league.
Oh, he is rugby league.
Yep.
He
How
is,
was-
unfortunately.
Yeah, how was Burton's fucking bomb that Blake Wilson scored off, man?
What about his 40-20?
That too.
He did not even look like he fucking
just-
tried to kick that, and he's just
Can't give him any
smoked it.
space to kick, because that was like a second pass when he did that bomb, and he could have fucking counted to 10 before he had a defender in front of him. He has just launched that kind of Gutho's fallen over like, oi, I'm not going to knock you, Gutho, mate. I would
would've been
literally
hard.
cry if I saw one of Burton's bombs coming at
Yeah.
me. And then the perfect bounce, Blake Wilson try before halftime.
Yeah,
That try
Wilson
at
had
the
a,
end was
Wilson
great
had
to
a
watch.
cracking game.
Oh,
How
fuck
did he
yeah.
get back in the field of play? That was
man.
unreal.
I was sitting there thinking, oh no.
I couldn't why
do you
didn't he
know
throw
when
it
they-
inside
do you know
for
they
one?
wouldn't do the try confirm for ages? I went, no.
Yeah, I
know. He's out.
Yeah.
But no, he's done well.
Yeah, we all wanted the Dogs to win, surely.
Fucking
I
oath.
tipped Para, but
Did ya?
my
You
heart
love a
was
good
saying
Para
Dogs.
tip.
Well, I thought, maybe they're playing good footy with Gutho and Moses back. And
Do you reckon they're
going to
fucking
cry?
Are they going to? Are New South Wales going to pick Moses?
I think it honestly depends on how they play this week.
But it shouldn't.
I feel like Madge is a pick and stick. Maybe is his first year kind of guy to try and.
But it's the most New South Wales thing
I
ever
know.
to go,
Change
you
the
played
halfback.
one
I
bad
hope they
game,
do.
you're the best halfback in the comp at Clubland at the moment. Fuck off, we're bringing Mitchell Moses in. That
It
is
would
something
be
they
the
do.
most Blues thing to do.
They are.
They're just so bad for it.
They've done it again. They're in all sorts.
I reckon.
Licorice, we'll call them.
I honestly. Arnott's all sorts.
They're fucking.
I'm gonna go and say that he will pick Moses. Just because he won game 3 last year.
Do you reckon
And he
he-
probably would have got picked game 1.
Do you reckon he learns and picks Nico on the bench?
Yeah, it's not a bad
I don't
idea.
know, man.
He can play fullback.
I'm looking forward
I'm going
to
to go
seeing
Groper
it.
each way and say that he's going to blame the 12 men and stick with
Stick
Nico.
with it.
Righto.
Or
I hope he
do a
does.
complete
For
reshuffle.
poor old Nico's
I feel
sake.
like Madge. I'm not personal mates with Madge, and I don't actually know Madge
Not a
well.
friend of the show, no.
However, I just looking from the outside, I feel like Madge will stick to sort of what he did last game. Seems like a bit of an old school sort of character.
True.
Hard, straight down the line sort of thing. So I reckon he'll pick and stick. And then if they lose and the series is gone, that's when he'll change some shit. But who knows?
Well, this is a good segue, this, by the way. We just finished the games and straight
beautiful.
into the Origin. We were just talking about this. Walsh won't have played a game of footy for about a month if we, obviously, I'd say Billy's going to pick him.
yeah.
So you had the round off leading into Origin and then didn't really play. Played for a couple of minutes. And then he couldn't play the next 2 games at Clubland. And then if he gets picked, he'll be out again next weekend. And I'm going, ooh, do we just fucking...
Look, I
don't know.
reckon what we should do is pick Selwyn on the bench.
Yeah,
and then
that's probably
What
a good
made you
idea.
think of that?
I don't know. Just
You
this
are a rugby
thing.
league genius,
And
Tom
I'm
Bell.
thinking that way if Reece struggles, then we can put Selwyn in the centres and put Hammer at fullback. And I just have a feeling that he might score 3 tries.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Great. Do you have a crystal ball by any chance?
Yeah.
No,
So you're saying, what you're saying
I'll
is
just
if
get
one
it.
of theirs, if one of theirs absolutely levels one of ours shoulder direct to the head
Hypothetically.
and gets sent off
Yeah.
and our bloke's
Well,
knocked out,
Yeah.
we've got a ready-made.
And
to come
We've
in.
got
100%.
forwards and backs.
100% deserved send off too. It wouldn't be one of those ones where you're like, maybe it's 10 in the bin.
Yeah,
Like,
was it?
like maybe murder.
Oh, not a contriversial one. Like
not
a straight
controversial.
up. Yeah.
yeah. One of them.
Hey,
that would work
there
out
goes
well.
half
That
the
there
listeners.
is what you call A-grade trolling.
Yeah. That's right.
And you know who else did that during the week was the boys from the Daily Blue.
yeah. Oh, didn't they?
And I could not help myself.
Oh, did you chirp him?
I just said, out here fishing or something with a couple of nice try, fellas.
Yeah.
Because you definitely didn't get me all riled up at all.
No,
No,
definitely
they
not.
did well, eh? That's like old Bluey did a video as well after
Of the
that.
comments,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he went through the comments, and it just so happened that every Queenslander couldn't spell. Thanks, boys.
That
fuck's
would have
sake,
just
if you're gonna
represented us really well.
Let me just give you a tip. If you're going to chirp online, get your grammar right.
Yeah.
Because if they get offended by the chirp, they'll nail you on your grammar. So nail your grammar.
There
Don't-
was some fucking crook grammar in there.
Turn
What do
autocorrect
people
on,
do?
cunt. It's
I
not
don't
that
get
hard.
it. Anyway.
That wouldn't have helped out too.
I think that might have been right up north, those lads.
Yeah.
Right up.
Yeah.
Left school, grade 8.
Yeah, fencing.
Well, that's the thing.
Nothing
We might
against
not be
fences.
able to spell as
Nothing
well
against
because
fences.
No, fuck what?
all of our brain cells goes to rugby league.
yeah.
That's why we get it.
So that'll be good. Teams will be out. I'd say the same sort of setup.
Yeah.
Be Sunday night or Monday
Do you
morning.
think that should be at the same time?
Oh,
Is there
someone was
any
saying that.
advantage? to
Someone was
Queensland?
saying that there should be like a fucking go American style and do a big make a big deal out of announcing the teams, and I'm like, no, fuck that
Well, I
off.
don't know. I don't mind the idea of knowing that they're going to announce the team somewhere or that because it's a bit weird at the moment. There's no sort
A
of
press
anything.
conference would
I
be
kinda
alright.
just
Well,
wait
that's what
until
I
I
mean.
s-
Something
I
like
don't
that
wanna
to say
fucking-
the teams are going to be announced at this time, and you can go, "Oh, right, let's
Yeah,
have a look."
that'd be all right, like as a press conference, but not don't dramatise it like the Yanks do.
Nah,
You don't have to
not
do a
there.
fucking draft.
Not
or
too
anything.
much. It's
NBA
just weird. It
when
seems
they
to
do
just
the
All-Star game and shit.
It seems to just pop up on your
I
fucking
know.
feed.
Yeah, I go, oh, there's the team.
And I'm like, okay.
NRL
Like,
posted it.
it's just more of a thing going,
Yeah.
teams announced 6 p.m. tonight
The press
on
conference
this
would
thing.
be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them, like, for the coaches to go, right,
Yeah.
fullback, boom.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think our Queensland side will be fairly unchanged, I'd say.
I
agree.
Why would you change something?
Yeah. That's not broken.
And New South Wales, good luck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Pick whoever you fucking want. It'd be funny if there was a classic knee-jerk Blues
Panic.
Make 6 changes. But I'm also like, surely they won't do that. Like,
Well,
Madge,
it's very
just pick and
hard.
stick, you
It's
cunt.
a fucking very different situation for him to be in.
They need a new centre.
Yeah.
Right centre. I'll give him that much.
Is Bradman healthy
Bradman
still
plays
out?
this weekend.
Does
He's
he?
been named. He's on the team list.
If he's not actually, well, there you go. You got Bradman or Latrell.
Oh,
That's hard.
That is hard.
I'd probably
Holy fuck.
At
'Cause
the
you-
moment. I'd probably.
I hope they
it's
pick
weird,
Trell.
but
probably pick Trell.
I'd probably pick Trell.
A lot
Wouldn't you?
more rugby league under his belt, and he absolutely humped the Titans.
I think
on
the
his own
cult,
fucking
the
back.
cult thing as well, like the cult figure. He's a bit of a cult figure of.
I feel
Please
like,
pick Latrell. I don't want Bradman in there.
I don't know. I feel
Bradman's a cult
I
figure.
feel
as
like
well.
Trell's stinging from getting left out.
Yeah.
He wants to prove a point.
How about that post he put up where he was just like pondering, kind of staring at the TV, insinuating
He's thinking about coming back.
No, I think it was an insinuation of like, should have picked me.
I'd rather
He's now
Joseph
come.
there over both of those men.
Yeah, reduce his sentence.
Let him play. But
New South
anyway,
Wales will either have 8 changes or
One.
did you see what Madge said about? I think Jake. I think he said Jake's that bloke you put in the middle and he works his ass off. But at the time, after 20-something minutes, they needed attack, and that's
Yeah.
why he left him off or something.
Righto.
It makes sense. but
Because
it's
he
like-
could play fucking massive.
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Easy
I think
captain,
it was
mate.
more him saying he wanted the people on the field that were going to produce the
Score
most
points.
attack.
I think
Yeah.
Spencer Lenu came on and was killing
He was
it.
good.
So he went, let's leave him on.
Yeah. I think his whole entire 80-minute game plan got fucked in the first, like after that
Yeah.
send
That
off.
would be a good assumption.
And then they
yeah.
were just scrambling. So look, it'll be a good game too, down in Melbourne. So
Neutral ground as
Neutral
well.
ground, but it's kind of Queensland-ish.
Yeah.
There's no way it's not Queensland. I thought about it the other day. I was like, purely just because of Cameron Smith, Billy,
Yeah,
and
I
Cooper
know.
Cronk. Every bloke that doesn't really care about rugby league would go, oh, well, Queensland.
Plus-
Nah, it's not them. It's not that. They would have had a lot to do with it as well. But it's the fact that Australians love underdogs, and Queensland's always been that underdog team. We've always got
Yeah.
the lesser quality, if you will. Well, we used to.
True.
Plus,
20 years
Mexicans
ago.
don't kiss
and
their
that,
dads either.
Yeah.
No.
20 years ago, maybe not since we won 8 in a row and 11 out of 12
Before
series or
that,
something
yeah.
like that.
90s when we had fuck all
Yeah.
players, like 95, and then we
Queensland
won 3
always had the underdog status going back
Yeah.
fucking in the 90s, early 2000s. And that's when they started playing fucking games in Melbourne, you know?
That's right,
So, yeah. And we love an underdog. Aussies fucking hate seeing people do well.
It's actually funny how fast it turns, like a dynasty, for example, they'll win their first premiership and everyone's like, yeah, this is awesome.
Fuck Penrith.
Second premiership, they go, I fucking hate that team now.
I know.
Like when Hawthorn won their first flag, would have been, yeah, good on them. And then it was
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking we hate them now.
You
They've
watch.
won too much.
The doggies, in 2 years' time, if they're going well or they win a comp, we'll be going, oh, fucking sick of these cunts winning.
Unless it's Broncos.
Yeah,
teams
true.
like the Broncos are just hated all the time. But other teams, it's they like you winning one premiership and then you fuck off.
But that's because of the 90s when the
Purely.
Bronx won fucking
Just
5
dominated,
comps.
yeah.
Anyway, moving into the
just so
AFL, eh? Get your fucking stupid thing out. Get your thing.
If there was, I wish there was a sad button.
yeah,
just do
well,
it yourself.
I'll have to go
manually.
angry.
hopeless. Cannot play finals. Cost me getting 8 out of 8 in the tipping.
We've shit the nest.
It
At
seems like
home.
a personal vendetta.
Useless.
We've literally shit the nest. What the fuck is going? What the fuck is going on there?
Good on Richmond, but they won't win for another 10 games. But that's a huge win to get done at the Oval.
That's poo.
Yeah, well, is the Oval at the moment? I
Not
mean,
for Adelaide, it is for Port. Oh, no, it's not actually. They
it's
lost
not.
to Carlton the other week
Yeah.
too.
Anyway,
That sucks.
fucking
hole.
hopeless, man. I was spewing because I got all my other roughies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then that one, I think we said it on last week's podcast on the Gold Coast. I said $1.13 is a fucking joke for
that's
a team
fine.
that's coming 14th. And now, anyway. Yeah, Gilly must have missed my spiel on the Lions last week, saying that they're still a quality side. They won't play finals, but they'll win some games that they'll just click. They'll click for 4 quarters and go, oh, we do have a good list. And
Didn't
we're
want to
going to
give
win.
you your props.
No, I'm just joking, Gilly. You do a good job. But, yeah,
Eric
I
Hipwood.
reckon next week, like this week, they might win. They might win this week, but yeah, they're
should win
they're out
against
of
St
form.
Kilda at
But
home.
then when they put it together, they've still got that star power.
They
that
have the
just goes-
potential.
Such a
to win
star-studded
games.
lineup, eh?
Yeah.
Eric Hipwood finally played some good
Had
fucking
5 in
footy
the
this
first
year.
half or
Yeah,
something.
he killed it, man. They needed that for sure.
Good on him. Big Joe, still hopeless.
Yeah, he's just
In front of
fucking-
goal, but
one
on
game
your jack.
he'll turn into an absolute fucking prime Buddy Franklin, and the next he is just
He plays
shocking.
like-
He's himself.
A back pocket when he's in front of
Plays like me.
goal. Big controversy in the Hawks game, but I don't care because
Mate,
it's
fucking
against Toby
soak it
Green.
up.
Against Toby Green and the Giants, who is arguably one of the most controversial players of this era.
Grubbiest. players.
Downfield free kick that James Sicily, also a controversial player, 100% played for and got it with a minute to go. So he was about 60 metres out from goal, sent it in, and then got bumped and did the old
Oh,
does.
theatrical dive. So what happens there is the free kick goes where the ball lands.
Oh,
When it landed it was in the pocket. It wasn't right in front, but it was pretty much where the point post is.
yeah.
So he just snapped it around the corner, kicked the goal, 50 seconds left, and we won the game
Oh.
by a kick.
Yeah, well, exactly the goal.
But it's a long trip to Tassie, boys. I said it the whole time. So.
Man, when I did my tips too, that was the one where I was so fucking like
'Cause of
torn on
Tassie?
because of Tassie. I went, they just love Tassie. Do you reckon that'll remain even when the Tasmania Devils are
Surely
playing down
not,
there?
eh? I don't
Does
know.
like the spirit that flows through Hawks of the Tasmanians that disappear?
I don't think they can play games down there anymore,
It
surely.
won't be as special.
Nah.
Tassie fans will go fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, they might, but I'd say they'll have like a deal in place where...
Well, they'll be at different grounds because I don't think they'll play at Launceston.
No,
the
but
Devils.
yeah, maybe they will. I don't know.
They're up in the air about
They
building
go
that
to
big
Cairns
fucking
and
new
Darwin
stadium.
and all that, but
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
true.
teams up there. So it's probably a bit
Yeah.
harder. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. But Hawks, 5 from their last 6.
Mate.
The only
Man.
fucking game, I keep bringing it up, we lost by a point was against Port when we were up by 2 goals with 27 seconds to go.
What are you sitting on the ladder?
You're going to be pretty
We're
happy.
one
though.
win outside the 8.
Wow, you are too.
The
Anyway.
poos and weeds.
Ah, just-
Nappy is on, holding
You-
it all in.
You're one win outside the 8. Terrible percentage, but
I know.
88. Wow, that's
We should be fucking...
that's low.
Yeah, that's all right.
But
We've
no,
been
yeah,
spanked.
that's you look dangerous. I'm actually on Friday, so I'm going to Melbourne, start of July, catch up with 7-legger.
It was 7
And
now.
we're going to go to Geelong. Going to pop me Cardinia Park cherry.
And watch
Never been
against
there.
us.
Against Hawks.
Gotta have
Saturday
something on
half.
that game,
Stop
surely.
It'll be. We will definitely have a
Yeah,
personal bet
something
between
going on.
each other. But
So-
when I looked at and we decided that was going to be the weekend, I went, oh yeah, might just steamroll them, but at least it'll be good to see us get a win. And now I'm going, ooh, please don't lose it.
Well, Tom and I
fucking
didn't end
home.
up doing a bet because it was, it's the Crows.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it might be a bit...
And well, at the same time, there was no visuals as well. So, but mate, absolutely, the show after, I reckon it can just be as simple as wear a bit of merch.
Yeah, we'll wear some merch. We'll actually shake on it next week.
Yep, we will.
And here it is. The North Melbourne Kangaroos have done it.
We've manifested these cunts. They can thank us and not Jace for making this happen.
I'll give them their applause, but that hurt. Man.
Did that take you 0 from 4 or 0 from 5? No, the
0
next one would have got you 0 from 5.
Yeah, I was 0 from 6 at one point actually.
'cause
after
you've
the
tipped
Cats
Geelong,
game.
yeah. Well, that was silly.
Yeah, well, I was always going to tip my team, but I was like, fuck.
It looked good after a
swallowed
quarter.
my pride.
But good to see that West Coast aren't just relying on an 18-year-old first-year
No,
kid
not at all.
as their whole backbone of their side. Out for 2 weeks and they lose to North. At home. Not long.
Not long.
Proving
They lost
that
short.
it's not long.
Kangaroos, though. Yeah, they skipped over there.
Didn't have to fly.
St Kilda and the Gold Coast was a low-scoring
God, that was a
shithole,
shit fucking game.
painful game. But the Saints got it done. Bit of controversy there as well. I think there was something that come out the next day where the AFL go, yeah, we put our hand up, we got this call wrong. Why do they do that?
NRL does it too.
Do they like to go, yep, we'll put our hands up, we got it wrong, just to fucking piss the losing team's fans off?
I think it's
even
more accountability, isn't it? Like, as in, if someone fucks up, like a player,
know, but-
they've got to cop it. Where at least they admit that they were wrong. I reckon it's a good thing.
I
that
get
they
the
cop it.
accountability, but as
Fuck, it'd be annoying.
a fan
as a
who's
player.
been on the back
Especially if that's the
end-
reason why you lost.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, give us the points.
Yeah,
Exactly. You're fucking fine to say, oh, that was wrong, and you probably would have won the game without. But sorry, nothing we can do. Just sit on that.
Like,
Yeah.
on that note, I'd love for that UFC judge that scored Costa over Strickland to go, I got it wrong.
Yeah, what the fuck was
He's
with
in
that?
hiding.
Oh,
Strickland's
he
trying to
needs a
find
hiding.
him.
Yeah,
Will
fuck.
never.
But yeah, a
fuck
bit
the
of
judge again.
accountability, I think that is.
Yeah, it is good. Now, this looked very, very good early for the Geelong Cats. They were up by 6 goals.
Oh, were they?
And
30
I
points
think
in the
they
first quarter.
only kicked another 6 the whole game, and then Sydney were just on fire.
No.
You know who I hate watch celebrate?
Tom Papley.
Yes.
I wanted to fucking punch the TV, man. Watching him do his little wind up and run up. You played one fucking good game all year, cunt. Get in there. Wait for September. You will not kick a goal and you'll get knocked out in the prelims anyway. I don't give a fuck how good Swans are playing right now. They will choke in September, and Tom Papley, fuck you, cunt.
If you didn't know that
God.
was coming and just chuck the lure straight in front of old fucking Redmond,
Like that, we deserve
rag
to
it
lose.
past,
We
and
deserve
he
to
just
lose.
spooled you.
Yeah. He's
He's like when a mackerel hits a 20-pound braid line on a whiting rig, he's just spooled you then.
I just yelled out to you, fucking start that motor. We got to chase this cunt because I got no line left.
Yeah. Like, credit to Swans. Great win. They just fucking
He winds me up, that little
put
cunt.
the pressure.
That
I know
Papley.
I'm not the only bloke and not the only
Yeah.
fan in the
He's
whole of
like-
AFL that doesn't wind it up by him.
Can we check his height? Let's check his height.
He's a little
Because I think
cunt.
that's what shits me, is that he carries on like he's fucking...
He was every
6'5".
right to carry on when he did, though, because he kicked 2 in a row from 50 metres out, and Swans were coming back, and they were looking good. And I just went, oh, here we go. But anyone but Tom fucking Papley.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't
If you
be
had
as
him on your
angry.
team, you'd love him, but
He's just one of those blokes, eh? He just gets, he's like one
he's
of those,
not.
he's small forwards, they get under your skin like Toby Green.
178, 5'8". He is.
Wow.
The fucking little pipsqueak.
But yeah, good on you, Tom. Enjoy that one good game, mate.
Great
He's
win.
been carried.
Great win. The Swans now have 11 from 12.
Yeah, they are playing good footy.
They are
but
playing good footy.
wait till September.
And they lost to Richmond.
It's been
That's it.
Yeah. Honestly, they are easily the premier team in the comp at the moment. But like I said in that blow up before, September footy, they have struggled the last few years, even after playing good.
They're 2 wins.
Which coming from a Geelong fan, but
2 wins on top of the ladder. So they're in front by 8 points, 2 whole wins with a game in hand.
yeah, it's
Wow.
dangerous. Eh?
Carlton move up to second. That's our next game. That was on. I loved that on the Sunday night.
Bro, it was a
7
fucking
p.m. start on the Sunday night because of the public holiday
Yeah.
on the next day.
great crowd too.
Yeah, prime crowd.
88,000 or something, I think.
Good game. It was in the balance there. I guess it was in the balance at 3/4 time, I reckon. And then Carlton come out and in that first 10 minutes after 3/4 time just exploded and put the game to bed.
That's kind of become their signature move
Yeah.
recently, hasn't it? Cool to see Harry and Ben Mackay have their first matchup.
Yeah, what happened? Did one of them end up going off injured? I see they had I think Harry was down for a while.
Yeah, I think it was Harry.
Because Ben
Not 100% sure
accidentally stood on him or I don't know.
Because
fell on him or
the
something.
start of the
Mum
game,
would be happy.
they were...
Yeah, they kept putting it on Mum. She had the double scarf
Yeah,
thing
saw
going.
that. That made me think when they were man-on-man marking each other.
Proper playing on each other
Proper
too.
playing
were
on each
they?
other because they're the opposite
Wow.
positions. And I just thought, fuck. So can you imagine being at that biggest stage and one of my brothers was behind me and Harry Mackay won a free kick against Ben. I think it might have been for holding the
It
ball.
was early on.
Early on, and I just went, oh.
I think the arms were around or something.
Yeah, I was like, if one of my brothers won a free kick against me and turned around and gave me a smile, I would just be fucking
Yeah,
furious.
if 7-legger did that.
Are we
yeah,
talking
Oh,
Tom
fuck,
Papley
yeah.
kicking a goal furious or?
More than that. Gave me flashbacks of my childhood being 4 or 5 years younger than my brothers, playing footy in the backyard, and I would just get dominated every time.
Yeah, surely fucking big Corey Horsburgh just smacked you both.
Well, Corey was actually a bit nicer about it, but Jaden 7-legger, he was always a bit of a prick. We'd have like a bit of a script going and that, doing like fucking... I don't know if you did this much. I know you did like WWE, but on the tramp, we'd always do like, oh yeah, we'll do this, like make this happen and that script like
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah.
And then Jaden would just walk out and we'd see him and be like, fuck off, Jaden, don't. And he'd come in, just choke slam, KO both of us, take like the toy belts and just walk back inside. He was always a prick about it. So my brain goes straight to if Jaden got a free kick on me and nailed a goal in front of 88,000 people.
You'd sternum punch him.
I would just straight jersey punch him.
Off the ball, little sternum punch.
Yeah.
little
You'd
rib
spike
kick.
his
No one
Christmas
looking.
dinner.
Yeah.
No, it was good to see. It was pretty cool that they were playing on each other. And then yesterday, the Pies, too good for the Ds. Good to see that big freeze at the G.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
proper taken off. It'll be a thing that just stays in now.
That's good, eh?
Fight for against MND. Everyone gets involved. Well done to Neil Danaher again. They do a great job. How many
Just
did they
defying
get?
odds.
Was there 80, 85, 90 there? I can't remember what the crowd was.
I'm not exactly sure.
I flicked it over, to be honest, because it looked like Collingwood were just going to smash them. So I flicked it over to the league, and I'm glad I did because it was a great game of rugby league.
It was.
Um,
D's are in trouble.
yeah,
They got humped in Darwin.
Oh,
Alice Springs, sorry.
that
Alice
was
Springs.
a proper flogging.
And then you
wasn't
come
it?
back to Melbourne, and that was a game where I was very torn on who to
You'd
pick.
think they'd fire up for Big Neil.
Exactly right.
'Cause he's an old D's boy.
But no, Collingwood too good. I don't
Yeah.
know where demons go from here.
I don't
Honestly.
know what you do with Collingwood from here. Are they just going to dominate for the rest of the year or
I
what?
fucking really hope not. I really hope not.
It'd be a shame if the AFL just forgot who Nick Dacos was, so they could get off his cock.
Yes. Get his cock out of your mouth.
They've let Harley's go for a week because he's a naughty boy now.
I wonder if they'll suck him off as much because he's got a suspension.
I reckon they'll probably
Because
drop
he
him.
can't win Rising Star now.
No.
So do they go, put your cock away. Where's Nick? And let me suck it.
Put a chastity belt on him. You reckon?
Where's Nick? Get him here.
Get in there.
Oh, we need to find out the new fucking CEO's name.
Oh, yeah, it's
so that
not
we
Gill
can
anymore, is it?
Get into him about sucking.
Old cock sucksy McGee.
Boys, the T20 World Cup. We did what we do best, and we give England a hiding on Sunday.
Yeah, good. We can all come together.
Let's all come together now,
That's
Reggies.
it. That's it.
All you dad
listened to
kissing
us.
cunts.
You've listened to us belt yous. Now let's come together and give the Poms a ravishing.
Awesome.
Sorry, Pommy Carl. Not sorry.
Yeah, he's actually he's flicked in a message this week. Old Pommy Carl. Yeah, it was about his boys. Those, what are they called?
Wigan Warriors.
Wigan, who spanked us in the World Club Challenge.
Oh yeah, I still remember that. That was hectic.
So they now hold all 4 major trophies at the same time in the
Major.
Super League over there. So you
So
got the
What are
league,
the other two? Oh,
Minor
sorry,
Premiers.
what's the
That'd be made
fourth?
of plastic.
Minor Premiers, Super League,
right.
World Club Challenge, and the Challenge Cup, which is like a knockout thing, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cute.
domestic
So good on
competition.
him. Good on him. And he also said, fuck the cricket, they're not even worth the breath. So,
Well,
there you
at least
go.
he knows
There
his
you
place.
go.
Yeah.
Reminds me of New South Wales supporters.
Yeah, turn their fucking team.
The
so
opening
easily.
partnership set up the game for us, to be honest. We smacked them around early. Warner and Hetty, they were on fire. We ended up making 200, which was good. We smacked Oman too, by the way, but, that was expected. Not as big of a spanking as I thought. We only won by about 40 runs. But
Should have been
anyway.
a lot more humping.
The game turned. Their openers got off to a flyer. Joss Butler, he was hitting them everywhere. They looked good. And then, in my eyes, one of the best white ball spin bowlers getting around in the world, Adam Zampa, turned the game
Without
on its
a
head.
doubt.
Took both openers wickets like that. Bang,
Nice.
bang. Turned the game. They ended up getting to 160 odd, I think.
Yeah,
so
165.
We're 2 from 2. Now, England have had a washout. It rained against Scotland last week. So they got a point each.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Poms, when and if they don't make it out of the group stage, they will say, we had a washout, the luck's against us. But I reckon they're lucky there was a washout because Scotland were none for 90 off 10.
They looked good.
Hammering them, man.
Had
And I-
people in there ready to just tonk at the
Yeah.
arse end.
So, I don't know. Before the rain came, it might have saved them. So,
I reckon they would have lost.
take the point. Just take the point. Basically, what's going to happen, if all goes to plan, we're going to beat Scotland. I don't want to hear any of this throw the game to fuck the Poms as much as it'd be funny
did
to
see
see
that,
them not
yeah.
make it out of the group. We beat Scotland. England either have another washout against Namibia or Oman and Scotland go through.
Perfect.
Or they surely can't have a hiccup against Namibia or Oman.
I wouldn't put it past
But-
the cunts.
The absolute best result England can hope for, they need us. They're supporting Australia because if we don't beat Scotland, they're fucked.
How much would that hurt? Them?
Oh, yeah.
Had it hurt 'em.
Had it hurt 'em.
Cheering for the Aussies.
Oh,
Well, it's
God,
two
great.
rivals as well, like Scotland in
I
other
know.
sports, but I think that kind of imagine being. We are quite obvious rivals with England, but teams like Ireland and Scotland that are coming up in the ranks of world cricket, international cricket, fuck, they would love holding a win over the Poms.
I know, man.
They
'Cause
do in soccer. They fucking
They do in soccer
absolutely
because
would in
England
this.
is supposed to beat them in soccer.
That's
But
right.
in the rugby, man, it's always like
Oh, yeah.
you never know who's going to win out of them three sides.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is,
What is it,
so
Six
good.
Nations? Is
Six
that what they play?
Nations,
Yeah.
Awesome tournament. So, yeah, they're cheering for us. If Scotland somehow, or if it rains or whatever, and they get any form of point, England are gone.
Oh.
But if we beat them, the best thing England can hope for is that they end up on the same amount of points as Scotland and they get a better run rate, net run rate than them. That's the best result. Even if they win their next two and Scotland lose, they'll end up on the same amount of points. So
I might be Namibian or
Omanish.
Omanish. Yeah,
It's just one of those classic pommy fuck ups of a tournament, you know?
Well, they just
great to
love
see, really.
choking.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Does
when
it get any
happens.
better?
Nah, it doesn't.
No.
The Aussies do look solid though. They looked really good against England. It was just a proper clinic, you
Yeah,
know?
it was.
Nothing
Good
special happened.
old-fashioned.
There was a heap of 30s in there. I don't think anyone even got to 50 and we still put 200
they
on.
didn't.
Like it was just everyone did their part.
Other than Paddy Cummins, who got ran out, everyone else got 30s, 20s. Tim
Yeah.
David got a 10. Matty Wade not out for 17.
Timmy David, while we're on Timmy,
Timmy.
can someone tell me what is going on with his cricket pads? Thank you very much. Because somehow his manufacturer or whoever sponsors him has just fucked the colour green up
Oh, no.
completely. And they do it. I've seen it before. It must be his manufacturer.
Too
like,
dark?
too light.
Too light. Oh.
They're like Pakistani green almost.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
Can't do
Everyone
it.
else can seem to get the nice same colour pads as the
Yeah,
pants.
like this is the colour I want. Put
the
it on,
dark
sort
green.
of thing.
We're all wearing the same colour. Just get it right.
I'm gonna fucking get it for you, boys.
Sure, you
That-
get your mates' ones, wouldn't you? That
It
are the right
shits me.
colour.
Couple of spare. Yeah, mate, you get a spare pair. Can I just borrow
Yeah,
them?
I'm
please?
actually playing for Australia. Can I wear yours?
I don't know. Well, I don't like. They should wear the fucking traditional yellow anyway.
Yeah, they got the dark green on, which is
I don't like that.
You can sort of see it there.
Oh, that's
See
yeah.
how it's just that.
Yeah.
bit too light.
Everyone else has the it's SS, whatever SS is. I fucking can't
I
really.
think a
read
lot of
it.
the Indian Pakistani players use SS.
And I'm going, come on, boys.
That
Just,
explains it then if a lot of Indian and Pakistani players use it.
well,
they've just
Pakistan
gone,
are
"Fuck
even
you."
darker, like a darker green now, though. Anyway,
You shouldn't
Come on,
have
Timmy.
to notice
Come on, Timmy.
pads.
no.
Yeah, it should just blend in, and they're there to protect your McShin.
Now,
And your McNee.
perfect example of a team who are fucking hopeless in big tournaments.
Yeah, segues.
Pakistan, boys, disappointing again. They reckon, now I don't watch any of these franchises, 2020 franchises, but they reckon the PSL, the Pakistan Super League, have the most talented young cricketers that just light the fucking country up when the PSL's on, and then they just cannot transfer it to international cricket. They've got a gun side. They've just made Babar Azam captain again after he resigned, has resigned previously.
Yep.
And the fucking media are already calling for his head again.
So quick to find a scapegoat, aren't they?
And they didn't just choke against India. Their first game, they've lost to the USA in a super
That
over.
was huge.
In a super over.
Yeah.
7 wides or something
Oh.
in the super over.
Ah.
7 wides in the super over. Not, I don't think they were individual, but might have, bowled
is
a
an-
bouncer or
That is
whatever.
poo.
Ugly
Oh,
stat.
it's an ugly
Who
stat.
is that big fucking fridge that is playing for Pakistan, bro? He is
He's a
He's
walk-up
massive.
start for the Reggies.
I absolutely. He is sniffing for
is
a
a
We need a
walk-up.
shadow in the RRLC, you reckon?
I'm going to fucking type it in here. Pakistan.
What are you going to
Is
write?
it
Fat
Usman?
Pakistani
No, wicket
man.
keeper.
Oh, is he the wickety?
Yeah, he's fucking massive.
He's quite large.
Fucking hell. That's the go.
yeah, look at him.
Fuck yeah.
There he is. A better one.
Only in T20 cricket, you'll find a big fridge like that.
Yeah.
Well,
a
unless your
joke.
old mate from West Indies.
So yeah, that's true.
So-
What's his name? Fucking
I forgot it.
mind blank.
Rakeem Cornwall.
Yes, that's it.
So, yeah, not good for the Pakistanis. India looked good, but their batting was bad, but you probably just write that off because I think it was a bit of a dud pitch.
Yeah,
They're going to be the team to beat along with us, for
Yeah.
sure, I reckon.
100%. So yeah, Pakistan got them all out for 119, layering,
And then lost.
and then Jasper Bumrah
Yeah.
with his big stiff arm just ripped through 'em.
How about the Kiwis? Got bowled out for 75 by Afghanistan.
Oh.
Yep, chasing. They were chasing, and they got rolled for 75, I think, or 78 or something.
Jesus.
Fucking
Afghanistan
spanked.
are becoming better and better in this format.
Fuck yeah, they're good to watch. They
Fucking
got
oath.
Rashid Khan. He's a bit of a cult figure
their
for
star
them,
man
and
for
they just
sure,
love
yeah.
him. USA 2 from 2, unreal.
Yeah.
Because it's over there. Beat Pakistan, as I
Fuck yeah,
mentioned,
dude.
super over. They have to play India and Ireland still, but they're looking good because Pakistan are 0-2.
Yeah.
And they're
Might
2-2.
play knockout.
So
yeah.
unreal. Good on them. Did you see that video getting around of they had like a bit of a clinic thing set up and they were teaching people how to bowl.
Oh no.
And there was an American going, you got to keep your arms straight, and there was wickets down the end.
Yeah.
So Dale Steyn, one of the best fast bowlers to ever play for South Africa,
Yeah.
scary man.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
Goes in
intimidating.
and pretends
That he doesn't know. That's fucking unreal.
and he's like, all right, like this, and then sends a few down. oh
Just
yeah,
fucking
that's
belts
perfect.
That's
Holy
fucking funny as.
So good on old Dale. Looks like a bit of a. I reckon in the games that are in the Caribbean, that'd be the ones to be going to.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, that'd be prime. Should just be a party down there. The
Fuck
West
yeah.
Indians love their cricket, like T20 cricket.
They don't like it.
Apparently,
they,
they
love it.
hate Test cricket, but they love T20 cricket.
I think the
So-
Be a
higher
bit of
up
fun.
with money do.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Chris Gale will be floating
fucking
around.
Yeah, humped
The universe
Uganda.
They're pretty chilled out vibe there, I reckon,
I
too.
know.
They got Uganda out for 39.
No.
In
39.
12 overs.
Poor old Uganda are struggling.
Wow.
Who would have thought? But good on them for making it. Good
Yeah.
on them for making it.
They
Like
gotta-
Oman and Namibia and all that, good on them. Looking forward to the Scotland game on the weekend. That'll sort of tell us how our group situation's going to go.
Yeah. Oh, no, they actually quite convincingly humped Oman, never mind.
Who?
Scotland.
Yeah. They went well. Got them in 13 overs or something,
Yep.
which is what they needed for that run rate thing.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of fight news, boys. It's a bit late. It's very late, actually. It's meant to mention this the last couple of weeks. But Timmy Zoo was forced to pull out of his upcoming world title fight, not because he wanted to. The tough cunt was going to fight, but the cut on his head hasn't healed enough. So they forced him and said, no, you can't fight.
Yeah, because of the injury. Was it a world title? I don't think it was it?
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't. It was just against Ortiz as just two young guns hooking in. But no, that's right. It's a shame to see, but you know that it's definitely just from whoever told him to because he was keen as fuck.
The sanctioning body said, nah, you're not allowed. And he was wanting to.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's
a weapon. Love the man.
We'll get into that fucking free fight card. Next
so
week
it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, but I just wanted to say Kamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker, and then you got Pavlovich versus Volkov, two big, large, heavyweight Russian weapons fighting, and it's one of the just fight night cards, which is hectic. And I think, Jace, you brought up a point. Is it in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia, so it'll probably be an early Sunday morning.
But
which
man,
makes sense why it's free. But
like, you look at Steve Ursig, nothing against the man, but versus Pantoja, and that's a pay-per-view. And you got fucking Kamzat Whittaker, Pavlovich, Volkov co-headlining a free event. So
a lot
very
easier
keen
to
see
wake
that.
up Sunday morning and watch it when you're not paying $60 too.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they're
jump on
trying
that.
to. That's pretty smart though. If you're putting that, if you're trying to keep growing the sport, putting those sort of fights for free.
Yeah, I just wonder what it means for the fighters. Like,
Yeah,
do
I
they get
know.
less? But anyway,
Saudi
we'll
Arabia
cover it
would've just
more. Cover it more next week, but I just think that's the best
Printed.
fucking free card that I think I've personally seen.
It's pretty
those
good,
two
eh?
fights, even just tuning in for the end two when you wake up.
Yeah,
like,
Hopefully, do you reckon Rob can do it?
dude.
Jeez, it's a hard ask.
So many people would be scared of Kamzat.
Can you just not
including
put him
me.
in your bets at all, either of
Yeah, I'll leave him out. Don't worry.
Yeah, right. I'll just go a Pavlovich knockout.
you? Yeah, I love the juju thing, but you know,
Yeah, well, there's fuck all Juju there for him to beat fucking Kamzat. What Juju have I got to work with?
He's Aussie.
Yeah, that's
nah,
fucking...
but you went the storyline like with Dustin and all that.
Yeah, I went the storyline.
Yeah.
There's no storyline.
Dustin broke
Yeah.
me
here.
hard.
He's fighting a
Everyone was hoping
fucking
for that.
psychopath.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go for
With
him.
no
and not
mustache.
put any sort of weird juju on him.
Yep.
And just go a big blonde Pavlovich knockout. The fridge will ice Volkov. That's what I'm saying.
Copy. Now, this may not get all the way through this recording, boys. The Motorsport.
Holy fuck.
Last Tuesday, fucking Noah was sitting there. He's like, "Oh, that's how you do that." It's fucking 7.5 minutes.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I said, mate. When I messaged him back, I said, would you like us to change the name from the Reggies to the Zakaya Motorsport podcast?
I reckon 2 to 3 minutes, you should be able to pump out the relevant shit, have a laugh, and fuck off.
He's replied back and said, I'm pretty sure because we didn't play it last week, I cop an absolute hiding at the start, which is why it goes for so long. But what's going to happen is we're going to get... Yeah, we'll
Play
just
it in
see what
parts,
happens.
you
We'll
reckon?
play it in parts, I reckon, because
Right,
we'll have
just
to...
and just absolutely chirp him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
we're harsh critics,
if he
but it's
chirps me,
warranted.
he'll be getting chirped.
All right.
Right, here we go.
Rightio, fucking boys.
He's underwater.
Groper, cunt. I've got a fucking bone to pick with you. You know, you could have told me, right, Reggie's listeners, this is the Motorsport segment, by the way. I hope Groper didn't run his fucking mouth about the race beforehand, because,
Where is this cunt?
Is he recording
Just
on
to
his
start with.
Nokia or something?
Must be through his car or something. Sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Rookie.
probably would have shut the bed again like he did 2 weeks ago, which I gave him a spray for in the last episode, which the cunt, the big fucking cunt, did not play or let me know that big fucking Quinn in a tin, right, was not going to be fucking there when they were buying this fucking horse, right? And I
Has everyone got that right?
I got it.
Right.
What was that, mate?
So
Holy
fucking aggressive. You missed out on your recording.
Do you think he just drove past Tom Papley?
Oh, he must have. He's seen him doing his celebration.
He's fired up.
I wasn't even
He's
that
fucking
angry.
He
fired
must
up.
have had something better to do in his 3 minutes deal last week. He
Jesus.
fucking wasted his time.
Righto.
I will be buying shares in the cunt.
Oh, good on
Fucking
you.
hell. That cunt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Groper, you got me fired up, right? In case you didn't know, he shat the bed about Danny Rick winning like 2 weeks ago. This is old news. I think he was scared. He was scared that I was going to rip him a new arsehole. But here I am now ripping a new arsehole 2 weeks later because he shut the bed again and didn't tell me to send it in. Oh, the cunt. Fucking hell. Oh, he's got me fired up.
Right.
All I've heard is cunt, I'm fired up.
I fucked the thing up about Danny Ricciardo where he won a race in a year. So, yep, sorry about that.
Wouldn't be the first time we've fucked
Zachy
up on
boy,
this show.
Zachy boy, you mentioned a bloke in, I think it was your second go at this. You mentioned a bloke who'd been retired for 10 years. Sebastian Grosjean, I believe. Hasn't driven an F1 car for a decade. So, look, let's
Throwing stones a bit.
Let's get to it. I know where it is.
What's that?
The part of his recording where
He's actually talking about
we
motorsports.
actually talk about the
It'd be
motorsport.
better if he wasn't fucking talking through a Nokia in his toilet bowl.
All right, ready?
All right, let's go.
Won in the Xfinity Cup Series. Great race. Go watch the highlights if you haven't already. That's good to watch.
Hasn't started yet.
Oh,
Here we go.
Kerry Madsen won in the sprint cars in the US. His first ever high stakes race. He's been trying to get one of those cunts for years, and he finally got it done. He's got a shitload of seconds, a shitload of thirds, and
It
finally
was
got
really, really good.
one done. Anyway, this weekend in sport, we had F1
It was a
Motorsport
really good
talking
race,
about.
by the way.
Aussies were going good quali. I think Danny Rick qualified fifth, right? Brilliant effort. He did a good job, got the job done. It was fucking all over the place, a bit wet, but quali was dry, and that fucking RB had more speed than the actual Red Bull, which was fucking crazy. Anyway, and Piastri qualified fourth, good speed from the McLarens. Crazy. On pole, fucking pommy twat, George Russell. He was sitting about, George Russell. He qualified at a 1 minute 12.000. Max Verstappen qualified at a 1 minute 12.000. That is mental. Lando Norris behind them, 1 minute 12.021. And then Piastri was a tenth behind them, which is really good. That's close. We're looking like we're going to have a good championship. This is good. Anyway, race start. She's moist as fuck. Moisture
Was.
everywhere, all over the
Pissing down.
racetrack.
Look,
One second. I'm going to have to fucking get this map up so I don't know if there's any cops because I'm sober. You could say driving. Mate. Fuck. He's going to have to edit this cut.
classic
Anyway,
motorsport
doesn't matter.
life.
Gets off to a spectacular start. Spectacular start. Yeah, big fucking
to
Spanish
explain
bar.
this yarn.
Which is pretty much what George Russell did off the start, missed the start, and dropped back to second. Big battle. It's an exciting. You need to just watch the highlights because it's a brilliant race.
We'll do that, eh?
Yeah, everyone go and watch the highlights. Good
We'll
effort,
listen
mate.
to him. We'll listen to him. He said go watch the highlights.
That's right.
We'll
So
just do
we
what
will.
we're told.
Good on you,
will.
mate.
You hit the nail on the head. Classic motorsport.
Classic motorsport.
Oh,
bloke.
I'm drunk. I may as well drive.
Oh, massive shout out to Motorsports.
Now, the fucking race was unreal.
Was it?
It was fucking exciting, especially towards the end. There was an actual race going on. It wasn't just
Oh, that's
like
good.
fucking Monaco when it was following them around in a circle. Awesome. The wet always just makes it funner.
Yeah,
because
yeah. Adds a bit of
shit happens.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all on the wet tyres. So,
Yeah.
oh, There was a couple
Most
of
things are
blokes-
more fun when they're wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The start of the race for who was it? Kevin Magnussen. He started way down the grid. He's one of the only ones that put the full wet tyres on. The rest of them put the intermediates on. And fuck, man, within like 3 or 4 laps, he gained 10 spots.
Yeah.
That's how
So
much.
did
of
he
a-
not
Bit
have
of a
to
risky
pit
play.
and change tyres?
No, he did because it dried out. But it was wet. They all took the risk to put the intermediates on.
And he went, nah.
And he went, nah, and gained like 10 spots. Awesome. Like, that's how much of a difference it makes. He has
Yeah.
a slow, like, not a fast car compared to the others.
Which blows my mind.
Overtook 10 of them just in 3 laps.
Wow.
And then it got a bit dry, so he was way slower.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
slower.
Had to drop
Went
in.
into the pits. They fucked the pit stop up, and all his work just went straight down the gurgler.
Wow.
Who's his sponsor?
I think he drives a Haas.
A pain.
A pain. I might have that
old,
wrong, but let me know. But yeah,
So where
great
was
race.
it? Where they race?
Canada, Montreal.
Oh,
Sure,
yes.
yeah, sure.
I
It was
actually
fucking
remember a few F1 tracks from the old F1 games on PlayStation like
Oh, yeah?
10 odd years ago. So that one I
Nice.
actually do remember.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. There was heaps of strategies going on with pit stops and that because there was pretty much 3 of them that could have won it.
Yep.
And then, fuck, who was it? I think it was either Norris or one of them come out of the pits. I swear it was one of the McLarens. And he just did not have the fucking tyres up. And he's trying to get going. And he just kept fucking spinning like as he's
Yeah.
come out of the pit. He come out in front.
Flooring it.
And then he's gone to floor it and just spun the tyres, and he ended up coming out second and sort of fucked him up a bit, but was awesome. And Daniel Ricciardo qualified 5th fastest, which was his...
What did he finish in the actual race?
fucking in the double figures, I'm pretty sure. So,
Danny Rick.
yeah, good to see, though. Good to see. What are we going to do there, boys?
Jesus, that was... like he said, he was a bit intoxicated. So that explains probably the aggression, maybe a few rums.
I'm thinking
But
2 minutes max.
Fucking hell,
It's got to
mate.
be just a 2 minutes.
It's just a quick, it's an in out, a little bit of motorsports, the highlights, get out.
3 easy cap.
Not through the car. Not
No.
through the car audio.
No.
Because that was
No.
shit. Couldn't
Yeah,
hear a
That
thing.
was terrible.
Yeah.
We thought you might have been.
We're
in the
going
toilet
through a
bowl.
car.
He was very aggressive.
Through a car, through
Yeah.
a phone, through headphones here, and it wasn't that good.
Really wasn't. So yeah.
So we'll move
do it
forward.
through your phone and in less than 3 minutes. I
3
think's
years
Fair enough. Yeah.
would be nice. But hey, good on you.
Well, he had a crack, didn't he?
Yeah,
Fucking had a crack at the start. Holy, had one big G1.
Yeah, just. And
Just
Bass,
lashing you.
Sebastian Grosjean is all I have to say. Hasn't raced for a decade.
Now, shush.
And all I did was say that Daniel Ricciardo won a race for McLaren, and I'm pretty sure it was at Monaco. It wasn't. It was actually in Italy, and it was in 2021. I just got the track wrong.
Can you fucking imagine if
Danny Rick has won in Monaco, but it was for Red Bull.
if every time I copped that aggression for every time I fuck something up, and it wasn't just people saying Jace is fake news, it was Jace, you fucking cunt, you cunt, fucking cunt. You're like,
Let's put our tips in, fellas.
I did really good in the
I've been
AFL last
signed
week.
out of my tipping app. That's
I got 7 from 8. Only got the Crows wrong. You wouldn't read about that.
I went 2.
Lions, Hawthorn, North, Saints.
Yeah, that
The
was
the last
that's where I got
3.
fucked.
We'll do the league. I think we've got Sharks v Dolphins on Thursday night.
Yes, we do.
You've got Nico has been named. He will have a point to prove, I reckon.
Surely he's had the week
surely.
off.
I think he will too.
Point
Calf
to
should be
prove.
nice.
Guess what? They've dropped Tommy Hazelton to the bench.
No.
They've dropped
Well, we'll
him.
get a bit of value out of his try
Fucking
scoring
oath.
now.
Yeah, it's a great call.
Yeah. Cody Nicarima's captain. Has he been captain all year?
Don't know.
Surely not.
Fucking, it's a
I'm
bit
going the
weird,
Sharks, so I think.
Yeah, I'm
I've
going
got it.
Sharkies as well.
The Dolphins side is really starting to firm up, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is Tavita Pangai
know?
playing yet?
No.
Boy, on the
Oh,
Dolphins,
no.
it's a shame to see that news about Tommy Flegler too.
Yeah,
like, I
that's
don't know
terrible.
Might
how
not
bad
play
it is.
again, yeah.
That's coming from Wayne Bennett too, who doesn't sugarcoat shit.
You and Aitken's playing so well. Felice Kafusi's playing prop.
Is he?
Yeah.
Probably
which
not
is,
a bad move. As you get a bit older, you're probably not as quick laterally, and he just belts cunts
Yeah, well,
and
that
fucking
big
runs
thing on
hard,
the back
so-
of his head just weighing him down.
That's a
at the
prop
moment.
haircut. If
The
I've seen one.
Felice fade. So I'm going to tip the Sharkies just because it's flat track bully territory, this.
Absolutely.
Points
That
bet stadium
is
as
where
well.
they bully
Yeah.
the most.
That's what the flat track bully means.
Yep.
Is at home,
Yep.
Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought flat track bully meant against shit teams.
I think it's at home.
Yeah.
That's why we call Warner a flat track bully. Isn't
I thought it was flat
Was
track
he
bully
just-
was just you just pound shit teams and don't beat good ones.
I was
I thought
under
it
the
was at home-
impression
I
it
thought
was
it was
a
a home
home
ground.
ground.
Yeah,
thing.
right. Oh, there you go. I don't know.
We will need some
Maybe it is.
confirmation.
I'm probably fucking wrong. But
I
yeah,
might be
just-
wrong now. You got me.
Yeah, I'm
fucking-
fucking
I just
second
thought
guessing
it was
every
just-
comment I've ever made.
I thought
about
with
it.
that Seagulls thing when Gerds was giving them a hide, and he was saying like, you just beat teams that are shit and you never beat good teams. That's what I thought. the
That's
whole
exactly
narrative
what.
was.
That's what it is. A team that dominates over inferior sides, but fails to beat opponents of similar or higher
Warner
standing.
used to fucking hammer cunts in Australia though. So and he
Surely
used to
it's
get
got like double meaning or something because it's not like
I'm talking
wrong
about
very
David
often.
Warner, the cricketer.
Yeah.
too.
Maybe
Everyone-
cricket,
I was under
maybe
the
a flat
impression that
track
too.
bully. is
Nah, it
different
would.
in cricket.
I'd be wrong. Fucking hammer me. Get into me.
No, we
We're
figured
both
it out
getting
before the
Mickle
end of it.
ripped.
So
Where's
we're
well,
fucking
that's good.
Luke Smith?
Oh, he'll let you know.
Lukey would already have a
So
sentence
will
type.
CJ.
Is this not the best $1.63 you'll ever see? Raiders against the Cows. Friday night in Canberra.
She be
Wow.
cold. The
Cold
boys
and-
from T-ville will be shivering.
cold and long?
And they're shit.
Cold and long and shit.
cold, long shit.
A cold, long shit. No one likes that.
Fuck
Have a
no,
go.
not
Picture-
this time of
So
year.
what they're about to do, a cold, long shit. So it's an outhouse that's not insulated. It's the middle of winter in Canberra, and they're going for a cold, long shit.
Yeah, even maybe a bush poo. You're out camping. You're
Yeah,
worried about
a
snakes
bush
coming
shit
up
in
and
Canberra.
biting your ass.
That's what they're going to do.
Wow, so
Mate.
yeah.
Just looking at the first 7 players here, 1 to 7, the quality difference for the Cowboys is insane, but they just fucking suck.
That's your shit.
It's just cold and long and
Fuck,
shit.
man.
yeah.
You got Tommy Dearden and Townsend up against 2 18-year-olds in the halves. Drinkwater and Rapana are the fullbacks. Fucking Val Holmes, when's he ever going to hit his stride again? Ruben's playing prop, though. I love that. Robson's back. Lukey Nanai, yeah. Look, I'm tipping
That's
the Raiders,
fucking- yeah.
but you look at those
Value.
teams and you just go, fuck me.
That's a good
2.28 is a
sniff.
joke for the Cows. If you're taking $2.30 for the Cowboys, you are a
You're a
fucking
Cowboys
lunatic.
fan. That's if you're doing that.
So,
that is a great
Raiders-
sniff Canberra for the Punch Show Thursday.
You watch them absolutely piss in now, the Cows.
Oh, that's right. All the Origin players are rested up. They're just going to kill it.
Yeah, I know
Cold,
about
long
that.
shit.
They
Cold,
love
long
cold, long
shit.
shits.
Righto. Rabbits Bronx down in Sydney. Where they playing? At a core, so there'll be 5,000
Heaps
there.
of people there.
Oh, you going
I'm
ground?
going ground, boys.
yeah.
I reckon
No.
the Bronx are in all sorts.
We're in
turn
the
it up.
Fucking Trelly and the boys are on at a core. They're just going to pound these cunts into the
Cam Murray returns off the bench for
see
the
that.
for the Rabbits.
captaining
So-
off the bench.
Well, Cody's captain as well, but yep. Yeah.
Look, if you two
not
didn't go
bounce
for
back.
Broncos, I probably wouldn't tip
It's
him,
not
but you
the
do and I
worst.
am.
I
It's not
did
the
pick up on that. I thought this might be just against us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And a bit
Oh,
of ground.
Well,
I'd
as you
hate to
should.
see the.
I've got nothing to
fucking-
lose. I'm getting pounded in the comp.
Can the Rabbits not beat us, please?
Mate,
Fuck
I'm
me.
confident in the boys. We'll turn it around
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, we're definitely not in the hole.
No
like
way.
this fool is saying.
You're about to be.
Who did Penrith lose to 2 weeks ago?
I can't remember.
Fucking, I tipped them.
Dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Anyway.
cool.
Oh, look at this ripper of a Saturday afternoon game.
Oh, this is a
Tigers
belter.
versus Titans.
Now, this is me ground game, boys.
Oh,
I reckon
fucking true.
Appy to halfback. Caesar returns. I just think
Oh,
Leichardt, the thing, like it, there's a lot of pressure on the fans at Leichardt here because they need the Tigers the fans need to improve this side by about 80%, and I reckon they'll do it.
Who's the hooker for Tigers?
It's
Talon de Silva.
yeah.
Oh, if Talon's playing, then yeah, I'm on the Tigers too.
Silver.
I'm on Titans.
Yeah, but the fucking Titans just got flogged at home by
They
the
both
Rabbits, man.
suck ass.
And I reckon Leichardt.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm going
hearing
Tigers
you.
purely because of
The
Leichardt.
fucking hill.
Saturday afternoon at Leichardt. What's it? Is the Wayne Pierce Hill? Is
Yes.
that what it is? Yeah.
They
Get
just
out there.
Suck too bad.
They'll
They're
be there
talking
doing
about-
these ones. Going, oh.
They're talking about shutting the joint down because the facilities are too bad. Well, fucking burn it down if they don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No,
going
it's
the Chiefs.
saying
I might
all that
go.
on Titans. You might go.
I might go just so I can get
Fire the
involved.
cunts up.
Yeah.
What, you reckon
Imagine
fucking
that.
hit
I'd
Benji
roll
up for a
in
yarn
this.
in the sheds?
Rolling
Yeah.
in my RRLC
Say, Benji, you
jersey.
fuck off back to Fiji. I'll show the boys how to do it.
Fuck, I'd love for them to get up. Imagine the atmosphere in the fucking, what is it, a town where Leichardt is?
Suburb. Yeah. Well, they'll be living off the wind for another 10 weeks.
3
They
o'clock
probably won't get one
Saturday.
again.
Get into them, boys. Get into them. Fire the fuck up. Righto. Now we're going over to Mount Smart or Go Media.
Or Mount Dumb.
Now, tough game to tip this.
Fucking very tough.
Fucking
Both
tough.
$1.90.
What's the Storm lineup looking like? I haven't had a look
Far
at the team
Longo's
list.
still playing fullback. You got Tyron Wishart playing 5'8". Hughes is playing halfback, obviously.
Yeah.
Harry Grant's playing and captaining.
Yeah.
Kamakamika, Josh King, Shawnee Blore, Katoa, Loiero's lock.
I'm going Warriors.
Just made me name
Yes.
the whole Storm.
Yep. Say all that and then...
Yep.
Storm weren't convincing enough against
No.
Newcastle.
Against
at home,
Newey,
were
yeah.
I
they?
don't think they were.
Do you want to
And
hear the biggest in for the Wars?
I'd love to. since I've
SJ.
tipped- Oh,
Yeah,
Shawnee
that's
Johnson.
huge.
yeah.
They
At
got
home.
Charms.
At home.
At home.
Still no RTS.
I'm
but
making ground, boys.
Yeah, I'm grounding
Vanilla
too. I'm
Blake.
on the Wars.
Yeah, fuck it. Was.
Was.
So we've got Canberra at home,
Yep.
Tiggs at Leichardt, and the Wars over in fucking New Zealand. There's me
sure.
ground. Righto, what do we got here? Now, this here, again, if you're taking 280 for Parramatta, you are insane. Not saying that they can't win, but fucking how are the odds not way more spread out than that? The Chooks have been on fire.
Well, the tips is 88% to 12, which makes sense.
I'm going
If there's
Chooks, man.
yeah, I'm going
Look at that
Chooks too.
side.
If there's any time for Mitchell Moses to absolutely play out of his skin
Yeah,
trying
that's
to earn an Origin jersey, it's now. But there's 12 others there.
They're still playing
Yeah.
Dom Young on the wing.
Dom Dom. Yeah,
Zappos.
Roosters. This
I'm
won't
tipping
be a
the
ground
Chooks.
maker.
That's not a
but
ground maker. That's all right.
It's just smart.
I've got me couple ground makers.
Oh, this one is a bit tougher than it seems, I think.
Nah.
4 points.
Brookie.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Brookvale.
I was looking at that and thinking I'll just keep going with the ground, but I was like, nah. They're at 2 p.m. Sunday Ave at Brookie.
Oh, Sunday Ave, Brookie.
I'm
yeah,
not
I'll
tipping
stick with the theme of
the
that.
Sea Eagles. I'm tipping 2 p.m. Sunday Ave at Brookvale.
yeah. Me
That's
too.
a great tip.
Right.
Ooh.
What do we got to finish?
Penrith and Newey.
Oh, humping, surely.
Yeah.
At Newcastle, but
That's a fucking
Surely.
ravishing.
They
Penrith
just
will
fucking
lick
win
their
these
holes.
fucks. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, same.
It's quite
win.
annoying how much they just win.
Jack Cole, like, fucking.
How do they
fuck
just
off.
produce no names that are just good at rugby league? Phil Gould, that's why.
Feel
I think.
good.
Yeah.
Righto. Get straight into the Aussie rules, eh?
I need to make ground this week because I
I
went
did
2
not.
from 8. Dropped from 3rd to 11th.
Don't know
which-
if I told you, but
hurt
I only
me.
got one wrong. It was the Crows.
Oh, did ya?
Look at this belter. Friday night belter.
At the Gabba.
That's not a ground maker, boys. I'm on. I'm on the Lions.
Lions to hump, I reckon they're going to hump.
See now that there,
Lions to do what they do best and fuck.
That,
they're
they
the
are
odds.
good at.
That's odds you should be getting for like those couple of games I mentioned. $1.20 against $4.40.
Yeah, the Gabba,
You know what I mean?
I don't care what anyone says. Gabba's still a big role. Like, it is a fortress.
And yet you go to the fucking NRL and you got the Raiders $1.60, Cowboys. Yes, Cowboys $2.30.
Do the
Fuck
bookies understand how long?
How long and cold and shit.
Bookies don't get
long,
juju.
cold shit. Yeah.
Speaking of long, I reckon it's going to be long for poor old Freo.
Yeah.
They have been playing very well. They're in the 8. I think they're 6th on the
Sniff
ladder.
around.
They're 7th on the ladder. But I just think doggies at Marvel.
One thing they've done
They
well
did
this
lose
year
last week at
is
Marvel,
bounce
though.
back, though.
Yeah,
Every time
true.
they've lost, they've gone, fuck this, bounce back. So,
Is it a grounder? Or have everyone, has everyone tipped the dog?
61% for dogs.
Really?
So,
Maybe I will
yeah.
go the dogs.
I'm on the dogs.
Here we go, boys.
Ooh, MCG.
The poos. I'm going
Saturday
Hawthorn here.
Yeah, fucking oath you
Richmond
are.
Hawthorn. It's got to be Hawthorn.
That's $1.47. That's juice. That.
Yeah, wow.
$1.50 for the Hawks.
That's not
Fucking
bad, is
count
it?
your money. Speaking of fucking juice, $1.40 for Sydney is also juicy.
Wow, they
With
Don't
no
even have to
confidence
catch a
whatsoever.
it's
I'm
not
going to try
long.
and
They'll
pick
just
the
fly
shit out of
over.
the nest poo, one poo at a time, and rebuild it. So I'm going Adelaide.
I'm going Sydney.
You're lucky you're playing at home, or that would be $1.05, I reckon, for the
Easily,
fucking
man.
Swannies.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, the similar odds for Geelong against fucking Sydney at the SCG. So that is purely Adelaide Oval.
Yep. So, yeah, Sydney for me and Collingwood for me. North
yeah.
will not back that up.
No.
No.
Not against fucking
Collingwood, and then
God, I'd love to see it, though.
Giants Port is the last game. I'm going to go Giants.
Yeah, look,
Home ground.
that's all I'm looking at, too, is home ground. Let's fucking pick
Giants
them
started off so well.
there. Yeah, a bit like
And-
another side starting with G.
Yeah, I'll go them too. Giants.
Go
Please
the
don't bring it
Giants.
up. Yep.
Don't worry about Port. They do
Few
this. I
fucking
swear they do
buys.
this every year. Port. Just play well, make the top four, lose in the finals.
Yes, it has been 20 years since a flag.
Nice short round. Got 6 teams on the bye, including Geelong and Essendon and Melbourne.
Well needed buy for the Cats, I will
Yeah.
say, because we got a big fucking game next week against
Yeah.
Carlton.
Ooh, father v son.
Father
Ooh.
v son v
Father
brother.
v 5 leg.
Yeah, at the G as well.
And you're going or you're not? You're going the next week.
Nah, the week after is when I'm going, which is not the week
You're going
after.
to the Hawthorn
the
game,
week
though.
after that.
Yeah.
So in about a month's time.
Right.
Yep.
Geez, you've gone the early crow there, telling everyone you're fucking heading to the footy.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just let everyone know well in advance.
Yeah, well, I bought the tickets on Friday, so I was a bit excited, man.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Tell you what I'm not sorry about. Being supported by the Standard Squeeze.
Fuck no.
They've
quite
been
glad
with us
about
from the
that.
start. Hey, boys. They were just absolutely sick of the camping issue, taking glass with them, so they created the Standard Squeeze. Very similar to your 2-stroke oil bottle. You squeeze your perfect little shot, pour it in, away you go. Made from food-grade plastic. Go and get around it so you can pour yourself a nice 2-stroke and Coke. The Reggies. Now, we found this out in the group. I didn't see it, but the boys helped a brother out. They get a nice 15% discount when you use the code Reggie15.
That's right. No S.
No S.
I don't think we've
Reggie15.
once said
Yeah, but that's all
Reggies,
right.
But
The community got around him and helped him out. Reggie15 at checkout on the standardsqueeze.com. Get around Ash and the team. They support us. And look, we love supporting them. Yeah. I've got a few. We've all got a few.
Yeah,
They
it's
was
a very squeezy
They got
week.
an absolute fucking pounding at the 30th birthday party on Saturday
That's right.
night. They
I had
were
me
fucking
vodka in
everywhere.
it, called it Spud Juice.
Yeah, that's right. He comes steaming over. He goes, look what I called me vodka. We're both blind by this point.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So,
look, I
we
think
love
there's a few nominees straight away for this. Joseph Suoliti, obviously.
Single-handedly
Yeah.
lost the game for his
So,
state.
so there's one.
brain snap, squeezy. I'm thinking Lachlan Galvin getting too big for your
If
boots.
reports
cunt.
are true.
Somehow
Yeah.
getting too big for your 18-year-old boots.
That's
But-
right, squeezy.
Yeah, well, why don't we wait? Because he might get it in a couple of weeks
Yeah,
when it all gets
Very
found.
easily could.
It all
yes.
gets found out to be true, and yeah.
Yeah, Buzz Rothfield was right on the
Or
money.
he or Buzz will get it for being a smack talker.
Yeah, yeah.
Buzz should have got it 400
Buzz should have a box of
times.
these.
I think we go Joey Suoliti.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
think so too. I think even
fucking
New
hell.
South Wales can agree that that's a worthy recipient of the
No,
squeeze
they'd probably
of the
say,
week.
They are hanging on. They are hanging on to the fact that they think it wasn't a send off though, which is
Which is just origin.
Can I
Because if
actually-
it was the other way around,
That's just
you'd
passion.
fucking be saying it.
I
yeah.
wanted to talk about young Braith Anasta actually, just quickly, because he. Now I don't know. I just don't understand if he's doing this to just get clickbait or whatever. But going on there on 360, as we know, he hosts it, and he goes, you've had all these families pay all this money to go to the game, you know, four-person families. It's not cheap. And I feel like the game was just over in 7 minutes, and possibly the series is over in 7 minutes. So basically trying to say, how can we make this not happen again? And I'm going, man, you can't possibly be trying to find a way around someone getting sent off.
Sometimes shit happens in a high-pace, high-contact sport where you're going flat out. People get it wrong sometimes and knock some cunt out with the shoulders of the face and they get sent off.
Just because it's a spectacle doesn't mean you go, oh, they've all paid money to be here and there's millions of viewers. Joey, you can stay on for this.
Not just in sport, but even in industry and your way safety goes sometimes with a lot of things. Sometimes the holes align and fuck-ups happen, and it's just part of it sometimes where you can't fix it. Some things you can't just fix with something quickly.
Yeah, shit just happens.
Joey
fucked up.
It was probably just
Now
a
you pay for it.
topic of conversation that they started for the show.
Get
and
into
all
or
that
whatever,
sort of
but
thing.
yeah.
Fucking just stop thinking
You're
like
right. You
that.
can't fix everything. You can't.
No.
And then they're going, what about the 20-minute sin bin? And I'm like, man,
What?
Just
Just fucking stick with the yellow card, 10 minutes, and a red card. You're gone for the game.
yeah, man.
It
I
is
just
simple.
think
It's in every sport.
you
or
make a
most
mistake
sports.
like that because you purposely targeted the fullback and you got it wrong, and that's what happens.
That's right.
You get sent
Bit
off.
unlucky
for
that
it.
he also lowered and stuff, but at the end of the day, we've
black and
already
white,
talked
man,
about all that. But I just
Yeah,
think you can't just fucking band-aid every single shot.
Sure, Suoli is carrying a lot of guilt. He'll also be carrying a squeeze bottle with him.
Yeah, he
I
will.
reckon. Give him a squeeze.
Hopefully his mental health is all right because he would be fucking devastated.
He'd be
about
shattered.
that. Devastated.
Because,
man.
like I said, there was nothing. He didn't maliciously mean to drive his shoulder into Reese's face.
Yeah.
Like no way that happened. But anyway,
Anyway, what about?
mate, CTC, a massive supporter of ours, the best dome covers in the land. Fucking head to countrycompanies.com, thecountrycompanies.com for all the knucklers designs that he's got ready to rumble. And to design your very own, head to countrytruckercaps.com. CTC Captain of the Week. Who are we thinking, boys?
Well, it'd be pretty obvious to just go the state of Queensland after we won the PBR, won the women's origin, and won the men's origin.
Great
But
week to be a Queenslander.
look, I don't just want everyone to never tune in again. We could give it to North Melbourne.
I'll
getting a
happily
win?
do that. Yeah, I tipped
Yeah,
against
look.
them, but
The
good to see.
shinboners,
Yeah, look.
as they call themselves. I don't get it, but
I have no idea what that even means.
Heaps of other blokes that don't get things too. But I reckon, go with that to give them a little breather.
yeah, give it to North.
They're off the nudie run.
Give it to Clarko and the boys down at North.
There you
Good
go.
on them. Righto, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll wrap
Too
it up
easy.
there. Thanks everyone tuning in. We'll see you Friday morning for the Punt Show. Fucking just give us some faith, please. We need to start backing some winners.
Hard to keep following us, but man,
The leaderboards will be out as you're listening this
I'm going to
morning.
delete it once Gilly posts it. I'm not letting
So
you see it.
they're coming out tomorrow as we record, but right now as you're listening. So go and check out how shit we are. Listeners are still positive though.
Yeah.
At least
on
positive
you,
20.
boys.
So good
And
on you.
girls.
You're going well.
Fucking oath. Let's go.
Hooroo.